But first, violent marital strife in Mr. and Mrs. Smith, starring Brangelina, uber hotties Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie.
It's a genre-busting romantic comedy action big budget special effects epic about two married assassins who don't have a clue what the other one does for a living until they're hired to kill each other.
Hello, John. I need your expertise.
I think I can get 2 hours to kill.
The target is a direct threat to the firm.
You've gotta be kidding.
At the packed premiere in Los Angeles, Angelina heroically ignored Brad and all his screaming fans and refused to talk about rumours of an affair that ended Brad's marriage to Jennifer Aniston and made him go blonde overnight.
He's a really great actor, and he's very focused and dedicated and works hard on his scripts and causes a crash. But he's great. He's amazing.
Brad also concentrated on the film and his hair, not Angelina.
I'm really happy with it, and I'm a tough critic.
Brad, why is your hair blonde?
How you doing, man? It's a good question. I woke up and got one of my idiotic moves.
It's unbelievable.
This part is not your wife, she's the enemy.
She tried to kill me.
They all try to kill you. Slowly, painfully, cripplingly. How are you going to handle it?
I'm gonna borrow this.
I like where your head's at.
The stars' on-screen chemistry is so sizzling that you'll believe they're an item, and the dialogue's so witty that you laugh when Brad kicks Angelina in the stomach, say the critics.
It really started as a strict action film.
It had some action in it, and really it was a relationship comedy.
Come on, sweetheart. Come to daddy.
And then I think Brad and I, being two people that love action, the action scene suddenly went from 3 days to 3 weeks, and everything got more competitive and bigger and bigger and bigger, so it turned more into an action movie.
Who's your daddy now?
The action is always secondary. It's always behind. It's the backdrop for whatever's going on in the relationship, was usually some kind of bickering or fighting.
Brad says he didn't fall for Angelina.
You've been employed.
Yeah?
Have you violated international law?
He may have been intimidated by Angelina's way with a weapon.
I am quite proficient with a weapon, and so is she, frighteningly so.
As the live-action Lara Croft, Angelina is used to having a weapon in both hands. Surprisingly, the knife-collecting bisexual mortuary fan was more worried about dancing with Brad than having sex with him, or killing him.
We can do stunt practice or gun training for days, but dance class was kind of like, oh God, it's that day. It's dance class. But it ended up being very fun, and especially because of all the weapons.
Brad nearly exposed his weapon, or even his whole arsenal, in one key action scene which he had to film in his underwear.
Go, go, go!
But actually freer in your underwear. Less constricting, greater range of movement.
If you enjoy violence, intense action, sexual content and brief, strong language, and you're over 13, be aroused by the explosively ridiculous Mr. and Mrs. Smith now.
And see Brad put his weapon in Angelina's arsenal.